Hello, beautiful friends. This is Erica here to do a special video today. This is going to be a video aimed at those of you guys who are on a soulmate or a twin flame journey where perhaps you've been in separation for a while and you're starting to get into a little bit of communication. And so this is going to be a video intended for those of you that are in that place where, you know, maybe you've seen each other, or maybe your counterpart has reached out or texted, or you've bumped into each other and there's some communication happening, but it's not quite, you know, moving ahead yet. So this is going to be a very specific reading just for people in that situation. So if you're not in that situation right now, this reading probably won't resonate at this time. And that's okay. But if, you know, certainly you're welcome to keep watching it because there will be a time where this will resonate. And so that's the intention for this. We're going to look at both divine masculine and divine feminine to understand when they're in this situation, when this is what's happening, because this is happening for a lot of my clients right now. You know, there's been a shift in the collective. There are a lot of things getting started, forward movement, especially after this recent Venus retrograde, that are causing some things to start to happen. And again, these readings are intended to be timeless. So no matter when you're seeing this video, if it resonates for you, this is how Spirit brings you the message when it's intended specifically for you. And it is also my intention, anybody who watches my video, no matter how you got here, how you found it, whenever that is, that you'll get at least one very important message specific for you. And I do want to say a huge welcome to all of you and thank each and every one of you for your likes, your comments, your support of each other, your shares, your subscribes. Guys, you're amazing. And I thank each and every one of you for being here and for holding the space for this to be a really empowering channel. And also for those of you that are reaching out to do the healing sessions with me, to help get rid and clear some of the patterns and the patterns and the things that have kept us stuck. Those have been remarkable, and you guys have been doing such phenomenal work. And to those of you guys that also donate to my channel, thank you so much. It really helps support me being able to do more and more of this. So I just thank all of you for that. And let's see, I have been, if you haven't checked out my Instagram, I try to be there almost every day, but lately I've been a little slack, but I do post special things over there that I don't post here. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, it's Crystal Rose Insights, and do check that out. I have some additional resources there. So before we get started, this is a celestite that wants to be here today. I absolutely love this stone so much. I have many of these in my home, including one really big one by my bed. It's a beautiful stone for calming and connecting to the angelic realms, to the higher dimensions. It's a very beautiful stone to have by a bedside because it can help with dreams, and also just a very peaceful stone. So if you want to look up celestite for some additional messages, we will do that. So I am also going to be doing an extended reading. So if this is resonating for you, as though I'm almost doing a reading like right for you, I will be doing an extended version where we're going to get into a lot more detail, a lot more guidance, and more information on the union energies, the combined energies of these two counterparts. So just giving you the heads up that is going to be available as well. And here we're getting the Emperor. Right off the bat, divine masculine is showing up because he's like, yes, I'm showing up. A lot of the divine masculines have been showing up and starting to communicate in some capacity in the physical plane with their counterparts. So he's like, yep, I'm letting you know that I'm here, everybody. So I'm going to put him back in the deck and see what comes out. But that was really funny that he just jumped out. So first, let's get a sense of where things are with the divine masculine that this is referring to. And I have this beautiful new ring that's a little too big for me. It was gifted to me by a friend, a dear soul sister who is, I don't know what I would do without her. She's incredible. Anyway, she gifted this to me for my birthday, and I gave her the wrong size. It's too big, and I want to wear it, but it's literally like flying off my hand. So I'm going to put it over here because it's just going to drive me nuts. Okay. I tried to wear it. Okay. Let's get a sense of what's going on with this divine masculine. All right, let's get started here. And I'm using today the Morgan Greer deck for the masculine and the Wild Unknown Tarot for the feminine, in case you guys are wondering. All right. So we're getting the Page of Cups. And get 2 more, please. Eight of Pentacles. And let's get another one here. Here's the Four of Wands. All right, well, so he's basically coming out here. Divine Masculine is coming right out and just, this is recent past, current energies, and what's coming here. You know, he has reached out and had some communication. The page is about communication, obviously. It says Page of Cups, which is really an energy of somebody who is, you know, he might not be saying the words of love or speaking the words of love, but the intention underneath the energy is of love, is of wanting to communicate, wanting to open the heart, wanting to, because there's some flowers here. And they're kind of opening up, okay? So I'm getting drawn to this. One's hiding here, one's opening up. But there is an energy of wanting to open up, but they're not quite doing it yet. See how there's also this hidden flower? And I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this card and I've never had this interpretation of this card. So this is, again, how the messages just come through. And the cards are just a tool. But, you know, he's testing the waters. That's the whole theme of this reading is he's testing the waters. He's wanting to open up. He's in communication, but he's not quite telling you what's up. It's like he's pretending that there's, you know, it's just any old day. And what's interesting is I'm just noticing the sun at the bottom of the deck here. I'm going to leave that up just because that's a beautiful energy. But he's currently still in the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, hard at work, learning some new skills, working very diligently at what he's trying to do here, what he's trying to move towards, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Because the Ten of Pentacles is that happy family energy, the grounded, abundant, having everything in the physical plane. So he's working diligently towards this right now. He's head down, looking at all his pentacles. He's still working on them, and he still has a few more to go. But he is definitely hard at work here. So he could be very career focused, but also in terms of learning new skill sets. It's like he wants things to be ready for his divine masculine, because what he wants is this Four of Wands, stability, happiness, abundance. This is often a twin flame indicator here with this card. So it's like he's diligently moving towards this in terms of what he's wanting. All right, I'm gonna leave the sun there. Let's move over to the divine feminine. We're gonna get more on divine masculine here in a second, but let's see what's happening over here on the divine feminine side of the fence here. The invisible fence. There's not really a fence. Okay, let's see where she's at. Again, this is for those of you that are in some sort of communication, or at least have had some sort of contact. Okay. So she's here in this beautiful Six of Wands energy. Recent past, she's been really transforming. This butterfly is just so stunning. I'm just getting so drawn to it. She has been transforming. She's been moving through into just emerging out of a big battle, and she is victorious, and she has conquered this. The butterfly has now flown off because he's no longer in the chrysalis. So she's really transformed here recently, and come into her own is what I'm hearing. And her current energy is, interestingly enough, the Nine of Cups. So she's feeling this energy of wishes and a little bit of anticipation, and feeling like, okay, so there's some communication here, something's happening, especially if there's been no communication for a while. All of a sudden it's like, ooh, see, there is something happening. So she's feeling really in this energy of just feeling like, wow, I've transformed. Wishes are starting to come true because I am getting some communication here. And what's coming for her here is the Justice card. So this is about feeling a more balanced. She is more balanced. It's finally coming more into, okay, like we're on the level playing field here. You know, and this can be very much also just karmic justice as well. This is the Justice card. So certainly also can be a card of marriage because it is a card of the legal system. So it's very interesting that he's getting the Four of Wands and she's getting the Justice in the same position. So that's pretty wild. All right, let's keep going here. So, oh, and let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, we got the Magician for her and the World. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. Oh, and the Ace of Pentacles here. All right, I'm going to stop taking from the bottom of the deck or we'll be here forever. So I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. But yeah, so her energy at the bottom of the deck is Magician. Things are manifesting. She's understanding how she has manifested what has happened here with this new communication that's coming in. And she is feeling this completion, this end of the cycle with this world energy. It's like, okay, I know we're sort of out of this quote unquote separation phase or being apart. Now, it doesn't mean we're totally in union yet, because that's a whole nother conversation we probably, you know, to be had. I'm not going to get into that long topic here, but it does feel like she realizes that, wow, I have manifested this, and we have worked towards and transformed, done our work. We've both done our work to come towards this new cycle beginning and ending. And for the Divine Masculine, he's got the Sun followed by the Eight of Pentacles. So he's feeling really, really good, and he also knows that he's moving towards this new beginning in the physical plane with his Divine Feminine. He knows that he's going to continue to work. Once he gets to the 10, it's going to be like, there's this Ace of Pentacles ready to be offered to go towards this for his Divine Feminine. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this today. So let's see what's going on in his outer world. What's going on in his physical surroundings, in his outer world, his life outside of, you know, this whole relationship. Let's see what's going on currently in his outer world. So he's in the process of juggling. He's in the process of integrating the old and the new him. And what's interesting is here's the Eight of Wands plus the Eight of Pentacles plus the Two of Pentacles, which makes the 10 of Pentacles he's working towards. So there are still a couple pentacles here that he's got to figure out. He's got to work and figure out how to balance. Again, this can be an integration energy. It also can be that he needs to have a little bit more fun because he's stuck in this Eight of Pentacles energy, but he needs to have a little bit more fun in order to get to the 10 of Pentacles. It's not all about work, Divine Masculine. It's not. It's definitely like he's hard at work. He's probably a little too hard at work, but it feels like things could be coming into balance, and he's kind of getting his footing. Again, this is so consistent with what's been coming in here in the collective. So let's see where he is in his inner world. So he's at the Queen of Cups. So he's definitely feeling very kind, warm, tender-hearted. He's feeling very nurtured on the inside. It feels like he knows he's supported because we're getting the Page of Cups with the Queen of Cups. It's like his inner world feels very soft and warm and cozy to him. Despite, you know, being hard at work, it's like his heart is good. His inner world is good. He's feeling like he's very focused on the tasks, what to do. He's not currently into a lot of turmoil right now. It's more like he's very matter of fact. Okay, let's see where the Divine Feminine is in her outer world and in her inner world. Where is she in her, what's going on in her life and her circumstance right now? And here's the Ace of Pentacles. So she might have some new starts here, something new that's been given to her. Could be new work, could be potentially even new relationship, interestingly enough. Potentially like with someone else. Maybe she's just started dating. She's transformed. She feels wishes coming true. Could be balance. So again, being a general reading, there's a couple scenarios coming through, but it could be that she's feeling this relating to her Divine Masculine, or it could be that she's just recently started dating someone in the outside world, in her world that's not her divine masculine, but it's also partially what's potentially energetically shifted the dynamic to where it's progressed to where it is. So again, being a general reading, there's multiple scenarios coming through right now, but regardless, so if it's about her divine masculine, she's feeling this Ace of Pentacles that's underneath the deck. She senses it, and maybe she even sees this. She sees this new beginning in the physical plane because of his communication. Okay, let's see what's going on in her inner world. So she is in the Nine of Swords energy. Interesting. So she's a little bit angst about this. A little bit nervous, a little bit sleepless nights, a little bit not sure, a little bit of, holy crap, what do I do now? So the guidance here, it's just, again, with the Nine of Swords, it's this staying up, sleepless nights, mental anguish a little bit. So it's like on the outside, this is what's happened, and it's causing her a little bit of this mental anguish, which is interesting because these energies are really balanced. You know, the 6, the 9 of Cups, and the 8. Here, the Justice card. But on the inside, it's like this, oh my God, like, what do I do? Like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Like, it's that energy of, and this has been happening with a lot of my clients. So this is a conversation I've had multiple times recently. But it's like this, oh my God, like, this is what I've been waiting for. And now what? Like, I'm so nervous all of a sudden. I was comfortable with things being out of communication. And all of a sudden, now it's like, I don't know what to do with this now. I've gotten used to us being not in communication. Now what? All right, let's see where he is in his head and his heart relating to his divine feminine. So here he is in his headspace. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. So his inner world is peaceful, but he is having the same Nine of Swords energy here a little bit in his headspace relating to her. So she might be feeling his energy. And where is he in his heart space? He's having this breakthrough. Yeah, he's had this breakthrough, this revelation, and it's what's causing a little bit of, what's making him work. He knows he's moving towards this, but it is an energy of where it's like, okay, like his inner world is still good, but the mental space is where he's the inner world still feels soft, but the mental space is where he's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So she might be on her inner world picking up on his. So there's definitely the mirroring happening here. So the sleepless nights could be about the breakthrough, the revelation, the life-changing direction he's going in right now towards this with his divine feminine. He's integrating this new breakthrough energy. Okay, let's see where she is in her headspace and her heart space relating to him. So we're getting the Strength card. She's trying to tame her fears. She's having the spiritual discipline, interestingly enough. It's the 11 card. She's sitting here. And what I love is that here it is the lion who's holding the rose in his jaws with the infinity symbol on his forehead. It's like he's now trying to tame her. Tame her fears. Because usually it's the divine masculine who's the lion here. So this is part of the spiritual mastery of this journey. She is learning how to tame this, and also potentially understanding she could be feeling his angst here in the mental space. Okay, where is she in her heart space relating to her masculine? Oh, she's the Empress. Yeah, it's like she knows gosh, it's so interesting. This is why his inner world is at peace, because she's in this place in her heart space for him. She's embodying the Empress. She's embodying this nurturing energy. He's feeling this nurturing energy here. So she definitely is feeling like, okay, this is the time where I have to continue to be strong and to continue to, practice and embody these new parts of me that maybe I haven't been with before relating to him. So I love it. They're definitely feeling each other very much here. A lot of, you know, telepathic and higher dimensional communication and resonance happening here for the two of them. Okay, so let's see here what each of them is working on. What is the Divine Masculine currently working on? Besides his 8 Pentacles. Let's see what he's currently working on. And we're getting the 3 of Pentacles. Again, being a good team player, also needing like success financially. He's really working on his craft here. He really wants to provide. He's really working on that. And it's also about not going at it alone. So he is potentially reaching out for support, potentially watching YouTube videos, all that good stuff. And what he wants you to know, Divine Feminine, that's the next card I was about to pull, but it jumped before I could, is the 5 of Swords. He's letting go of these things that don't serve him mentally anymore. Like his old patterns of thinking, he's dropping them. Because he knows that he's in an element of change. So he's dropping, like, he's still having some of these fears come up, but he knows to drop them. He knows to let them go. They're not serving him anymore. So he is, you know, when he feels the conflict, it's like he's having to flex that new muscle, is what they just said. So that's what he really wants his Divine Feminine to know, is he's like, listen, I'm in the process of letting go of the things that have held me back before. And that's why I'm in this 5 of Swords energy. And while I'm still learning here, and what I'm working on is learning that I don't have to do it all on my own. And it does feel like he's feeling her support so much energetically. Even though he might not consciously realize it, it's like he feels supported. That's why his inner world is the Queen of Cups, because Empress is here. Okay, let's see where she's at. What Divine Feminine is working on right now. And the 6 of Swords. So she's working on, again, how to navigate this time where it's starting to, it's like we're through the battle and now we're into things that are a little bit more calmer. There's some communication here. And it's like she knows there's still some more to go. She knows it's not right now, but she's feeling that tranquility that has come from coming out of the 5 of Swords energy into the 6 of Swords, which is very interesting because he's saying, I'm in the 5 of Swords, and she's like, okay, but I'm I'm right here with you. We're in this together. We're sailing through this together. So what she's doing right now, again, this mirroring is crazy. She's helping him move from the 5 into the 6 into the boat together. Okay, so he wants her to know that he's here and she's hearing him. Again, I'm getting so much real-time back and forth communication between the collective Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine when I do these readings. It's like he'll say something and then she will respond exactly to what he's talking about. I love when that happens. Okay, let's, and what does she really want him to know? There it is, the 3 of Pentacles. You guys, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. She wants him to know that she sees that he's working on this. She sees, it's like, I see you. It's like she's doing this to him. Like, I see you. I got it. You got it. I got you. We're working on this together. We're building something together with these pentacles, and we're not doing it alone. We're doing it with each other. She's really acknowledging the work that he's doing, and he's also like, they're operating so much more like a team now than they were in the past. Whereas before there seemed to be more of the distance, and now it's a lot more like this. This is so wild. Okay, I'm going to pull one card here. On the Union, and then we're going to move on, because this is pretty detailed, guys. So this reading is pretty much complete, but let's see what's coming for the Union reading. Okay, let's get a card here for the Union reading that we're going to do on the extended. So guys, if this is resonating for you and this really is like, then the extended reading is going to just build on this one and continue to get more guidance, more on what each of them is going through, relating to the union, relating to the combined energies, what's happening. We're going to get guidance for each divine masculine and divine feminine in the extended. So let's just get a card here for the union energies. Here it is, the Eight of Pentacles. Still a little bit more to go. It's not quite there yet. But the Eight of Pentacles is acknowledging that this is, you know, continuing to happen. They're acknowledging divine masculine. But divine feminine also. She's also doing her work still. She's not sitting here idle. Both still in an area. This is a time of self-discovery in the union too. The combined energies, as you're still discovering a lot about yourselves in this reintegration process, in this you know, little bit of communication time. This is still about being a little bit on your own. You're not quite coming together yet, although the door is opening. It's just not quite going to rush in. And you're still needing to discover a little bit about yourself, but they're integrating you guys back together slowly. It's not going to be this big whoosh in terms of, and it certainly can be. Each situation is different, but in general, what I've seen with my clients is it's usually a little bit of a slow, like testing the waters kind of energy. And it's not about the relationship. It's more about the friendship to start, or reopening the friendship side of the relationship first. Okay, let me get one more. And the Four of Swords. Yeah. So this is still a healing time, still a time of just integrating the new mental energies, as well as just, again, they're just saying the union, it's like, okay, the harmonious union is still on its way. However, there's a process happening here that's very, very, very powerful. So, all right, guys. Interesting. We're going to go and do the extended reading. The information is going to be in the link below. Those of you that are not used to where I'm now doing them on my website. I've moved off of Vimeo as a platform for hosting my extended readings. So when you go to this link, it's not going to be Vimeo. It's going to look different, but don't worry. It is legitimate. It is my site. And so we're going to be going and doing that over there. And I also thank you guys so much for the feedback about the extended readings that you guys have been sending me on email. I'm so glad that they've been supporting you and helping you. That was my intention. So, and I know a lot of you guys are using the extended readings as like a check-in, in between doing your private readings with me, to kind of, you know, keep a check-in and then do your private readings with me separately. So I know you've been appreciating that. And I love that it's serving that purpose for you, to kind of give you a little bit of a, you know, really good information versus having to do a big private reading with me. But if you want a private reading, information is down below. And until next time, I wish you guys so much love. Bye.